Imagine a quiet port. The giant cranes are still. Rows of shipping containers sit, waiting for ships that will not arrive. This image looks like control. It looks like security. It seems to be a nation taking charge of its destiny. But there is a contradiction hidden in that stillness. The visible answer, that a sealed border creates a simple, protected space, is incomplete. True control is not about stopping flow. It is about managing it. When you build a wall, you do not eliminate pressure. You change where that pressure goes. The story of a sealed border is a complex system under sudden, immense stress. Over the next minutes, baseline shocks, second-order failures, escalation, the altered long-term state, and the deeper mechanism driving it all. On the first day, the change feels abrupt, but manageable. The government announces that all borders are closed indefinitely. Land borders are closed. Air borders are closed. Sea borders are closed. No one enters. No one leaves. The immediate effects are visible. Thousands of foreign tourists are stranded. American citizens abroad are cut off, unable to return. The news fills with these human stories. At the grocery store, the first signal is produce. Avocados from Mexico disappear. Berries from Chile disappear. Bananas from Central America disappear. Prices for domestic alternatives climb. These chains are fast and fragile, built on constant flow. When flow stops, shelves empty quickly. A tangible lesson in interdependence. Enjoying this analysis? Tap like to help the algorithm surface deeper stories. Comment with one supply chain most people overlook. Subscribe for weekly what-if breakdowns. Calm, factual, visual. Consider a modern American car factory. A marvel of synchronized labor and robotics. A single car can contain over 30,000 parts, sourced from dozens of countries. Wiring harness, Mexico. Infotainment, South Korea. Transmission components, Germany. When borders seal, the parts stop. The factory doesn't slow, it stops. Decades of just-in-time cut slack to near zero, efficient but brittle. A single missing part renders a multi-million-dollar line useless. Second order, shutdown. Third order, layoffs and local demand collapse. Healthcare feels it. Foreign-trained doctors and nurses can't arrive. Wards close, ratios rise. Even the internet relies on global hardware. Repairs and expansion get costlier. Cut the flow of people and ideas and the rate of innovation slows. A sealed border rewires the labor market, shrinking the labor pool overnight. Industries that depend on immigrant labor, agriculture, construction, hospitality, tech, must adapt fast. Some firms raise wages to attract domestic workers. Higher costs also push automation on farms and factory floors. That creates winners and losers. Bridging the gap demands massive retraining, often missing. Whole communities can slide when anchors automate or close. For generations, the U.S. has been a magnet for top minds. A closed border turns off that magnet. A collaborator can't enter the lab. A brilliant programmer can't join the team. Intellectual exchange wanes. Startup formation slows. Breakthroughs decline. Like harvesting without planting. The stores look full, then empty. Art, music, food, thought, creative friction fades. Society dulls. That loss is subtle, but real. Mechanism check. Labor tightens, wages and automation rise. Without robust retraining and open talent, dynamism falls. Closing the borders is not just domestic. It signals retreat to the world. Partners won't simply accept it. They react. Neighbors with intertwined economies face crises and scramble for new markets. Major partners reroute trade and consider retaliation. Tariffs and restrictions strike what little exchange remains. Alliances built on shared interests and trade begin to weaken. When the next crisis hits, an isolated nation faces it largely alone. Modern security depends on intelligence sharing, coordination, and alliances. Isolation closes doors to vital information. Criminal networks shift tactics toward cybercrime and covert channels. Power vacuums emerge. Other states shape rules and routes. New agreements and norms may not align with U.S. interests. Security gained at the border can be lost on the global stage. The wall meant to keep threats out can trap a nation in a more dangerous world. History offers no perfect parallel. but powerful lessons when flows break. In two world wars, trade webs tore apart. Rationing, shortages, total economic retooling. In 2011, a few factories knocked out sent shockwaves. Missing paint pigment halted car lines. Chips delayed electronics. Extremes of isolation led to stagnation, backward tech, and hardship. Connection drives efficiency through specialization, but reduces slack and resilience. Deliberate closure shocks the system. Consequences propagate inward. It reveals dependencies hidden in plain sight. Interdependence isn't a weakness to erase, but a reality to manage. Decades later, a new equilibrium, lower, slower. Some basic manufacturing revives, but the economy is smaller. Growth is sluggish. Innovation slows without fresh ideas or competition. The technological gap widens each year. Inequality takes a new shape. Some regions do well, many are left behind. Trade, tourism, immigrant-led enterprise communities hollow out. Variety shrinks. Complex goods cost more. Politics turn inward. Scarcity frames debate. Government grows to manage supply, invest directly, even ration. Control rises, freedom contracts. You wake to decade-old smart tech. Your coffee is domestic and expensive. You drive a proud domestic EV on lagging batteries. News turns wholly inward. Perhaps safer, but smaller, poorer, less free. If this perspective helps, like and subscribe to keep thoughtful videos alive. Comment with the one trade-off you'd prioritize in an open vs closed future. The most profound consequence is not empty shelves or silent factories. It's the unseen rewiring, yanking 1,000 wires from a complex machine, forcing unpredictable reconnections. Flights and produce fail in days. Innovation, research, and culture erode over years. Early choices set the trajectory for a generation. U.S. strength has come from sitting at the center of flows and synthesizing them. Resilience is less about higher walls, more about robust, flexible connections. What scenario should we explore next? Share your ideas below. You've been watching Ifverse, where imagination meets possibility. See you in our next reality.